Oh my god, we're actually transmitting after this long hiatus. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in to Power Up Show, the one place where you can come and to speak about demos while we also talk about the industry of the
Demos.
video games and other means of entertainment. So,
Demos. Wait. Did you say demos? I thought we were gonna chat for now. We haven't seen each other for 2 weeks.
yeah, that's true. It's two
I thought we
weeks.
were gonna have a romantic moment. Get to know each other again.
Oh,
Lost a little connection, and now you're gonna play while I
you
just sat here watching you.
Um, yes, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna be showing some demos of games to come, and hopefully they will be good. They might be crap, but who knows? We'll check them out, try it up, and see if they bring some, you know, old vibes and new vibes alike. But
Now,
first and
to
foremost,
be fair, I have no clue what those demos are. So Mela said he's gonna surprise me. So I'm expecting my expectations are really high now.
no, 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 no. Wait a second. Don't go too high. Don't go too high. You don't know what's coming, but you might get a surprise or two. But in the
Okay.
meantime, let's first of all let's introduce our good buddy, the good man, the one with the information when it comes to the business. We have Retro Richard on the line, straight from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico.
Culiacán, Sinaloa. Y Rocha. For those who are in Culiacan and Sinaloa, you know what I'm talking about. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So happy to be here. I haven't seen Mel in a while, so it should be a very interesting night. There's a lot of things to catch up. I'm sure we won't get to all of them, but we'll try to get to the big ones.
Yes, yes, indeed. And yes, the hiatus was because I had you know, pretty much work to do. I had to be a little bit out of town and stuff like that. So it's been a rough 2 weeks, but we're back with a passion. And yes, first of all, as always, Rich, please indulge me. Tell me, what have you been playing?
Whoa, what have I been playing? Well, I started and finished Metal Gear Rising, and I liked it a lot. You know what? I think it has to be my second favorite Platinum game. My
Mm-hmm.
first favorite is Bayonetta 2.
All
I
right.
just got into sync on that one really quick. It was almost like a rhythm game when I was playing Bayonetta 2.
Wait a second. One question. Had you played it before? This is the first time that you actually played it.
This is the first time I played it.
Oh wow, nice. And how did it catch up to the to the days? Does it feel like
Oh,
an old game,
I
a new game,
no,
an okay
I
game?
think no, I think it stands out. I mean, it feels like a modern game, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit Kojima-like. Obviously, he produced the game, but it's not as heavy on what do you call it, movie scenes, as the other Metal Gears. Although you can see its influence for sure. The combat, it took me a little bit of time to kind of get the rhythm of it. It took me like 3/4 of the game to really like, okay, this
Oh,
is how
okay.
you're supposed to play it. Like this is you're supposed to be a little bit more. There's a parry system. So I thought it was more of a defensive game, like you have to wait for the parry, but it's not really. It's more like an
Th-
opportunistic parry, and
This
you're
is
supposed
this
to be
is
more
not a
adept at.
Souls like. This is not a
No,
Souls like.
it is not. I wasn't going to that extreme there, but I'm just for a general fighting game, I was being a little bit more cautious, thinking because the parry is a big deal, but it's supposed to be opportunistic and not so much waiting for it. So it took me a little bit of time to kind of figure that out. And when you slow time, I still couldn't quite find out how the combos work to make certain quick time events happen, for
Mm-hmm.
instance, or they're purely locked. Um, but it
That,
took me
that
like three
that's
quarters.
that's one thing that I
Go ahead.
like. You mentioned that is not too heavy on the cinematics and stuff, and
No.
I do believe that. What I do believe, however, is that the cinematic feeling is more straight out on the fights themselves. When you get to the
Yes.
boss fights and stuff like that, you get a sense of a cinematic moment, but you're actually working on it. You're playing it with a little bit of quick time events, a little bit of the hack and slash and mechanics. So
Yeah.
it kind of mixes very well that that sense without overexposing cinematics and story and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you're not sitting there for 30 minutes looking at a cinematic before you get to play a game. So no,
Yeah.
there's none of that. It does have like a little bit of a Western feel, the cinematic. It feels it doesn't look like a Western, but it feels like a Western. And then for those that like Western movies, I think they'll know you know what I mean. But it's really good. I highly recommend it to everybody. It just took me a little bit of time to figure out the combat. I almost played it again, but I was like, nah, 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 I'm gonna move on to something else. Um, but yeah, I highly recommend it. There's no need to remake that game. It does not need a remake. Just
By the
polish
way,
it.
Konami, please, don't. Please don't.
Well, it shouldn't be Konami. It should be Platinum Games. If anybody's gonna remake it, I mean, Konami should give it back to Platinum Games and let them do it, just because of the
True.
combat. Um, so I think it's my second favorite Platinum game, and I'm trying to remember the ones that I played, which is Bayonetta 1, which I was okay. Bayonetta 2, I think is my favorite actually of that type of game by far. But I just got in sync with it so quick. I don't understand why. I don't know why that game. It just it we merged.
Hmm.
We created synergy. This has to be my second favorite. What other Platinum games are out there now that I can think of? Wonderful 101. It's fine.
Mhm.
It's good. But
Hey, hey.
Mad World, was that a Platinum game? Mad World?
Mad World, I believe so, yes. I actually
Yes,
like
sir.
Mad World very much.
I like it too. I
I,
like it
w-
very much.
I wish they would remake that one just to get off of the Wii mode stuff and just get on a regular controller and
Well,
get it
and
over
it's
with.
so stylish too.
Yeah.
Like that would be a really nice game to be remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it. What other Platinum? Oh, Transformers, the Transformers Platinum
Transformers,
game.
that was okay. It wasn't the best Platinum game, but
No,
nostalgia takes you very far in
a
that
long
game.
time. Now I haven't played a lot of Transformer games, but I think a lot of people consider that one of the better ones, right?
Well, the best ones are arguably the Cybertron games. So War
Okay.
for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, and there's a third one which isn't all that great, which is a mix of the Cybertron games with the Michael Bay games. That's probably the worst of them, but it still follows the same mechanics and the same rhythm of game. It's just not the greatest. But the Cybertron games, both of them, awesome games, highly recommended, no doubt about it. And then comes the Platinum game one, which is more of a fighter, while the other two ones are very much shooting games and vehicle games, and that's it.
Yeah. There's another Platinum game that came on the Switch, and I can't remember the name. Astral Chains.
Yes,
Which I was like, it's okay.
I never
I
played
was
it.
not. I could not get in sync with it. There's something about it I just didn't click. And then I know there's a few more that are people love, but I can't. Oh, there's the Ninja Turtle ones that nobody love actually.
Yeah.
That was made by the B game.
Yeah,
By
there's
B
always
team.
the A and B teams, right? So, it happens. Well, the way we have 90 on the chat, so 90, hello. Glad of you to join us, and hopefully we'll be able to do other videos with you and stuff. So yeah, it's great to have you here. So we are talking about the games that we played this past couple of
Now,
weeks. What else, Rich?
now I have a surprise for you. I have a surprise for you.
Ah,
I started playing because I think it's like the 15th or 10th anniversary. Resident Evil 6 for the first time.
wow.
The most hated Resident Evil
The most
ever.
hated Resident Evil ever. I got it think to the catacombs and I left it. I just couldn't. I just couldn't go through it.
So you didn't finish any campaigns?
No, no.
No. So the beauty about playing it now is that I've heard it all, right? It's the worst Resident Evil. It's not even a Resident Evil. It's more of a Call of Duty. So by the time I got my hands on it, like I knew what to expect, right?
Sure.
So I wasn't expecting a Resident Evil game.
And you
What
didn't
I
get a
got,
Resident Evil game?
and I did not get a Resident Evil game. So there's 4 campaigns. 3 are accessible from the beginning. The 4th one, I believe, you have to finish the other 3 in order to open it, which is the Ada Wong campaign. The game really wants you to start with Leon because the intro is with Leon. So once you start, it's like, oh, I started with Leon. I should keep going with Leon, right?
But no.
I thought the Leon campaign, if you step away and you think this is not a Resident Evil game, this is more of an action shooter that has zombies in it, I think it's a fine game. I would have given it an 8 or 7 or an 8, somewhere around there. It's good. It's not an Resident Evil. Uh, it's fun. It's enjoyable. I think I enjoyed it more than the past few Call of Duty campaigns that I played, like Black Ops 3. I think I just couldn't make sense what the hell I was playing. But it wasn't a Resident Evil game. It was more of a Call of Duty with Left 4 Dead. I think that was the perfect combo. So the Leo campaign I actually enjoyed within those parameters. It's not perfect. It has its flukes, but it was fine. Then I played the Chris. See, not only did I play one campaign, I played 2.
Jesus.
Then I played the Chris Redfield campaign.
When you squeeze a game, you squeeze a game.
Yeah, that one is a Call of Duty game. Like, zombies are shooting at you with guns and AK-47s, and they're throwing bombs, and there's a bunch of monsters and whatnot. That one, I think there's more design issues with that game, not only with the playability, but even the way some of the scenes as they transition while you're actually playing. It doesn't it interrupts your gameplay in a way that it shouldn't, and it actually hurts you in ways that it shouldn't. So that campaign I had, not only is it not as fun, and it's even more of a deviation from Resident Evil than the Leon campaign, because this one really felt like a shooter. But it had design issues, which kind of just interrupts the flow of the game and makes some scenes unfair. But still, it was an enjoyable campaign, I guess. That campaign, I would give it a 6 per se. However, I haven't played the 3rd campaign. I'll probably play it, but not now. I just bought the Ghostbusters video game. It was for $4. We bought it.
That's a great game.
So I'm gonna play it again. I played it when it came out, so I really want to. And it's short, so I won't take too much time.
Do you like the remaster?
Yeah, the latest, the one on Steam. Yeah, so it has to be the remaster. Yeah. And what I was gonna say is, I actually think have Capcom introduce Resident Evil 6 as a deviation from the main series. Call it like something that it's more action packed. Like, this is gonna, how Mario has different styles of games, or Zelda. Like, now there's a 2D Zelda and there's a 3D Zelda, and they're very different. Now you have like the Breath of the Wild type of Zelda. They're all very different. I think if Resident Evil 6 had been like an offshoot, like Resident Evil something that it entails more of an action game.
Resident Evil, the Leon Files, or something like that,
Yeah, something like that. But something that delineates is not a survival horror. I think it would have done fine.
Yeah, but I mean, they did sort of, but they did sort of the same with the 5th. Resident Evil 5 was indeed, a continuation and all that, but and it was very action focused, very action oriented, but still, some ways you could feel what?
No, you have to play 6, play it all the way through to really feel like they really went action. Like, it's Resident Evil 5. I know what you mean. I played Resident Evil 5. It's more action based. It feels more of a Call of Duty.
But it still has sort of a Resident Evil-ish vibe.
Yeah.
6 totally went off the ball.
Totally went off the ball. I completely agree. But I knew that, so it didn't. I was fine. It wasn't an issue with me. And not only that, but I played 7 and 8, and I know they come back. Back from that, so it's not as big as an issue as it was when 6 came out, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Resident Evil is dead. It's never coming back. Like, survival horror game is done with," type of thing, right? So it's fine. My son is playing 5, which is funny right now.
Nice.
And I can see him playing, and it does. One thing I forgot to miss, as much of as much. It's not a survival horror game. The designs of the enemies are pretty good on 6, especially Leon's campaign.
Hmm.
There are some enemies that are like, oh wow, I love this design. I wish this was an actual horror survival game.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and
Anyways.
that's what I've been playing. Ghostbusters is next, and then I've been watching a lot of Alien. So I down Alien Isolation. I saw it for like $6, I think. So I downloaded that.
Nice. That's a good one. That one is a survival horror,
That is a survivor. Yeah, I
eh,
played it like a last third of it, but I never finished it.
right?
So what have you been playing, or you just been working?
I've been working mostly, but I've delved a little bit into gaming. Um, of course, I'm jumping back and forth and between Space Marine and Street Fighter 6
Oh,
with
yeah.
playing with Terry, right? But outside of that, I've been playing a lot of Satisfactory. Interestingly enough, I don't know if we
Which
talked
one's
about
that?
that before. Satisfactory. Okay, so it's a 3D first-person game where you are a construction worker. So you are sent to a new planet, like a virgin planet or what have you, and your role there, you're an engineer, and your role is to pretty much bring out resources so that you can save the world. They never tell you how or why, at least as far as I know. But at the core of the game is a little bit of exploring and a lot of resource gathering. But the thing here, satisfactory, is because you are actually building a manufacturing facilities, right? So
Okay.
you start with a single node, and then from that node you have to find somewhere to get iron. So you put mining machines for the iron, and then you have to put machines that will let you smelt the iron into actual ingots. So you have to put conveyor belts from one machine to the other, and so on, so on, so on it goes. So you start with nothing, and right now I have a it's like a big spaghetti of a mess throughout the land because I have all the factories as you know the I don't I don't have like a factory feel to it. More likely, I'm just building as for what I need, right? So I might
Do you
have
have any
a
child labor there, Mel? Do you have child labor? Is that the issue?
no child labor. You're on your own on this one. You're on your own, but you put the machines to do the work for you, right? Your role here is to do the design of the factory per se, but also to be able. Your role is to, of course, look for the resources and see how can you bring them all together to do whatever you have to do. And that the more resources you find, the more stuff you can craft, and the more stuff you can craft, the more resources you can gather, and on it goes. At the end, you have this huge. There's this elevator, like it's an elevator that allegedly goes up to a space shuttle or something like that, and you're just sending resources up. So
Okay.
you have to find a way to craft these resources to send them up, right? And
Gotcha.
there's a lot of tier progression to it, right? So even if you go forward and find all kind of strange resources, you do need to work your way to be able to harvest them and to be able to use them for crafting, right? So it's a weird one. It's an indie game, and that's one of those examples when I say indie games can be great without being the usual pixel art indie game and stuff, right? So this
So
is
what is the style? Both like is it what type of view is it? First person, second person, third
for
person, and what does it look like?
first person 3D, all 3D, and the art style it's um a little bit cartoonish, but not.
Okay.
There's a lot of humor in
Uh,
the game. Also, you have this.
Kind of like Outer Wilds.
No,
Kind of like Outer Wilds.
not that cartoonish. A little bit more toned down into reality. But yeah,
Okay.
you're getting the picture more or less.
Okay.
and you have four different planets. So it's the very bountiful one all the way to desert planet, right? Of course, uh, a desert planet is harder to get resources because hey, it's desert, right? And it does have co-op. I believe it's 3 or 4 players co-op. Interestingly enough, you can make your own private server and just get friends going, and you can just everybody can just go and do their stuff while they're helping to bring this huge factory over and over. Um, like I said, my factory or my site, because right now it's not even a factory, just a site with a bunch of machines all over the place. It's just, like I said, like a spaghetti of buildings and conveyor belts all over the place. But I've seen some videos of some guys that have done this huge factory cities. You can think of something akin to maybe Coruscant or something of like huge stuff, right? So
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it's a. I won't say it's Minecraft because you do not deal with the
Bill?
lay of the land. You build over it
Yeah.
always. You can build platforms where you can make things a lot easier, right? Of course, but at the end, it's just the land as it is, and there's a lot to explore, and there's wildlife, and there's no other humans. It's just wildlife, or at least not that I've found so far. Uh, there
Okay.
there is an AI that is telling you, what to do, and that's the funny part because it's always, in pro of the company, and you are very recyclable to say, to put it in a way. So yeah, the AI is funny, and every time you get an upgrade or you get a new material or whatever, it's going to be telling you what to do with it and stuff. But at the end, it's going to mock you. so it's
That's funny.
so it's very funny. It's a it's a very relaxed game in a sense, even though there's some times that you have to be in a hurry because um, everything requires energy. So to have energy, you put like a bio waste energy generators, and then I just recently was able to build hydroelectrics, right, and stuff like
Okay.
that. So it keeps on growing. I know that it gets all the way to nuclear and stuff like that, and then alien alien energies and alien devices and stuff like that. So it is very broad. It's very big. I can tell you how many hours do I have so far in it. Satisfactory. So far, I have 47 hours and going. And this is my second playthrough. I played it once and I got a little bit far, but I went off of that and started over once I got a little bit more of understanding of how things work. And still, I have a big mess. Also, yes, you get vehicles. You get to do to be able to look at what you're doing. You eventually get vehicles. You get like land vehicles, air vehicles. You get the jetpacks. You get parachutes to be able to move a little bit faster while you're running and jumping and stuff. So it is a fun, weird time, and I can't wait to play that in co-op if I ever get someone to play co-op that. But I can imagine it gets very crazy because whatever you're doing as a design on the land might be very different of whatever the other guy is doing, right? Or the other 2 or 3 guys are doing, right? But at the end, you're
Yeah.
working together to gather these resources and to bring this factory further and further. For now, though, it's a big mess, and I love my little big mess.
I love my little big mess. All right. All
So
right.
yeah,
I'm solved.
that's pretty much it so far. So
All
yeah,
right. So what are we gonna do, Mel? I'm excited to see the surprises that you have for me.
okay. So the idea, as I said, is we're going to be playing a few demos, and we're going to talk a little bit about them, and hopefully we'll be able to see if they're good or not, or how the game is turning out to be. Now, V Warn, one of these games, it's a port pretty much. It's so much a port that you see I saw this earlier. You see the launch screens, and all of a sudden you see Bleem which means that, oh my god, this is pure on emulation, but they are adding a couple of stuff to it. Now, the interesting
Okay.
thing is the story behind it, so we'll talk about that in a moment. But for now, let's show the first game. Now, here it is. I'm just turning it on. Just gonna take a second. I'll turn it on. It does require. This one requires a external login for some reason. So, just gonna take a moment. Agree, continue, and launch. And let's get it on. Now,
Let's get it.
oh, there's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be a little bit noisy. I will tone the volume down within the game. Do let me know if you can see it. And
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Let's see. It should be showing now. Can you see it?
No.
What? No.
No. In Discord, you mean, right?
Yeah. Oh, I can actually turn Discord on. Not on Discord. On straight on Twitch.
Oh, can I see it on Twitch? Let me see.
Yes.
This time I did not start my.
Yeah,
Twitch, just like-
me either for some reason. I'm doing so right now. There we go.
I see Havoc Warfare.
So you can see here on the top
Ah,
left.
I
Haha.
know.
Remember we talked about this one.
Yes, we did.
So now we have a demo. So let's see how this goes. Now, I haven't touched the demos themselves. So hopefully two things. One, this is gonna be
Played
good.
this back in the day.
Mm-hmm. And now
Okay.
the second thing that I hope is that we get a scene from the Black Hawk Down campaign.
Okay.
Ah,
Alright.
feature in development. Okay, that sucks. From the common massive map, some and tactical terminal. Gear up from far away. Use smart tactics and strategies to team up and accomplish the impossible. Well, we're gonna try this. Now, this being demos and stuff, we're gonna try and play a little bit. If it gets too complicated for any particular reason, connectivity or whatever, we'll probably shut it down and go to the next one. But so far, it seems to be loading. I will tone down the audio in a second.
That's
So,
okay.
so this is the modern side, but I was really hoping that we could take a taste of Black Hawk Down. Shame. So let's see. You said you never played any Delta Force game, right?
No.
So it's pretty much your standard warfare fight and stuff. But yeah, Black Hawk Down in itself was pretty good. Now let's see if we can put some pause on this. No, we can't.
That's okay.
Eliminate enemies to get items.
There it goes.
Being eliminated
Okay.
results in losing all carried items.
All right, so you're straight in combat now.
Yes.
Well, not now, but you will.
Let's
There you
put-
are.
Let's put some 20 maybe there. Okay. Oh my god, it does require a lot of can you play with this with a controller? No, you can't. Or maybe you can, but you have to set it up, so we're not gonna worry about that. But
There you go, your first headshot.
I'm trying to see if we can give a little bit more sensitivity.
All right,
Yeah.
this is a demo. What are you playing on Steam or what? What were you?
Yeah, Steam.
Okay.
Alright, so you get a lot of, oh wow, this is a lot of like item management for a shooter. Not bad. So can you loot everything? Let's see, carry, put back, equip, swap. Okay, I'm going to take the... Look, this is very Resident Evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Although not Resident Evil 6.
Touche.
They really messed up. Yeah, they really messed up the gear set on 6.
Okay, so you have you know, the usual. What's this? Oh, okay. So there's a map.
It looks really good. How does it feel?
So far so good. It's a little bit slow when you're not running. Like this is the running speed, the
Yeah.
non-running speed. Sorry. Oh, what's this? Oh, right. So you have nice.
So it's slow. Do you feel it's slow because it's the actual? It's not moving as many meters per second as you were live, or because of the frame rate is maybe not optimized to 60.
No, no. The frame rate is fine. The movement itself
Okay.
is a little bit slow.
Okay.
Oh my God! You keep on winning stuff, and you don't have enough backpack. Okay, so there's a lot of looting in this game. I wonder how does that play once you're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking this one. Oh, you can't. What do you mean you can't? Okay, so you can change weapons on the fly, which is good. Now, Delta Force games are usually. Oh, look at this. Are usually known for being a little bit more tactical. So I don't know how this one is going to play. So there's a little hacking game, but oh, okay.
Are you doing this or this out of the coding? Oh, okay.
There
I
we
see.
go. Yeah, I had to manually do it. It wasn't just let it do it. Okay, good. Oh my God, the looting keeps on going, and there's a currency there, so I'm going to guess there's going to be a lot of equipment buying and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, for being a demo and we're just starting, we've seen more of the menu than the actual gameplay,
True.
which is not a good sign so early. Although it might just be the demo because they're trying to throw everything at you, everything you can use.
Yeah, I mean it does feel like very tutorialish, so. But still, I mean, I'm rushing through this. I'm not reading everything, whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on, and like you said, a lot of menus and stuff rather than action, right? But hey, this is more of a tutorial side too, so yeah, that was pretty much a tutorial zone. Now it does have an option to go online. I'm not going to go into that unless you want to, because it might
Is that
take
for
us-
co-op?
Good question. No, I think well, uh, it looks like it's PvP,
Okay.
but it
Now
could be.
let's see the campaign. I want to see.
But that's the thing. There's no campaign. Oh look, you can buy a lot of stuff and sell a lot of stuff, and
Holy crap!
no, just dash. There's a lot of stuff going on, and return to lobby. So I'm going to guess there is going to be like a co-op campaign. If so, that would be cool. Prepare. And there's a node here, so yeah, I think the campaign might have some good stuff. If there's a node, if there's so much stuff to sell and stuff, and there's a node to it, maybe there is going to be a campaign, and there's online people there already. Look, so it's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
see.
This is going to be an interesting one. I just put this one mainly because, demo out and because we talked about it. So I wanted to see if there was a campaign. Sadly, the campaign is not unlocked on this. But looks like it could be interesting. You can buy stuff. You already have I already have a Technique Alloy. Huh. Oh, and there's an auction house. Holy crap. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't know big on auctions.
Mm-hmm.
but it's you know you don't have to do it, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, of
hold it
course.
against you.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, looks good. I mean, graphically speaking, it looks great.
Yeah, looks amazing. Looks
Yeah.
really pretty.
So definitely, I'll test it out later on. For the moment, we're gonna leave it. Well, let's try. Let's see if we can go into a single, campaigns, features, and development. Let's do a single mission. If it looks like it's gonna be like a full-on PvP, and of course you can do loadouts, builds, and whatever. Operator. You're gonna have like a. Okay, so this is kind of a hero shooter. You have specific characters.
Yep.
And they have all kind of different abilities. Heavy tech pistol, sonic paralysis, loitering munition. Let's go for this guy. Oh, and he's an awesome mate. All right. So how do you start the game? Oh, by the way, right now look at this graphics quality extreme. So yeah, it looks very good.
It looks really good. Yeah.
Oh, start. So, start. So this will probably throw us in a PvP round. Let's see, assist defeated 3 times play. Oh, daily challenges. Confirm. Yeah, here we go. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's apparently 4v4. Strange number for a PvP game.
I mean, if you're a Halo fan, it's not that strange.
Is it 4v4 on the PvP side?
It could be, yeah.
Ah, but you can get higher, right? You can get like 6v6
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah, you
12v12
can
or something
way
like
higher.
that.
Yeah.
No, this is locked.
There's big battles now, which way more than that. I actually not. I'm not a fan of big battles, to be honest. I like the smaller ones like this. So I know Halo has much bigger battles, but I can't tell you the number. It's over 30, I think, but I can't. Don't quote me on that.
Uh-huh.
Because I never played.
This one, apparently, we go... Oh, we have to choose the deployment site. Oh, it's just waiting for the rest. So apparently it's control points. And there's a vehicle right there. Alright. So let's do a single round on this just to see how does it play. Yeah, the movement is a little bit stiff, but maybe it's just me not setting up the controls properly.
Mhm.
I saw someone over there. I'm running. Oh, return to battle. What the hell?
Well,
And I'm
yeah,
down.
you gotta go back.
I went the wrong
Not
way.
that yet. You
And
go
I'm
back.
So respawn. Oh, there's a lot of people over here, but I don't know if it's a lot of people or if it's a lot of bots. I think there might be
Man,
bots. Yeah,
that's
I
that-
think they're gonna be bots. I'm not. No, it's not bots. Okay, I get it. I get it. It wasn't just 4 people. It was 4 people on my squad. Holy crap! So this is gonna be a full-on action. La 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 la. Oh, I'm down. But I got 21 XP points. Oh, I can still be rescued. Call for help. Help. Come on, guys. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. No, don't go. Oh my god. I'm gonna die, man. I'm gonna die. Nope. Okay, I'm going to respawn. Okay, so scratch me impressed. This is a lot more people than I thought it would be. So what? Whoa! What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a crap load of people. So this is a full army fight. Interesting. All right, this could be very interesting. Yay!
Is that your squad or no?
Boo!
Did you get something?
I killed someone, but I died too.
Oh yeah, you died.
Okay.
Sorry, just realized that I have a few seconds behind.
Come on, man. I don't know if there's a specific class to. Oh, here we go. Someone remind me. And I'm going everywhere but to cover. So I want to know how long is the round. I don't want to go full length if they're like. I mean, taking into account that it's a crap load of people and it's probably a long round. So let's revive and let's see if there's like a timer or something. Oh, that's 17 minutes. Okay, one more deployment and that's it. Just to die really easily. Now, yes, I think the controllers they're stiff, but I need to set them up more likely. Yeah, I don't think the game is this stiff. It's just I need to set up the controllers to my own preference. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Oh, look at this! There's one. Reload and crouch. Let's heal. There we go. That's a quick heal. That's two. I'm just staying here. I'm camping.
Like a good soldier.
Yeah. Whoever says camping is not good, screw you. Soldiers camp all the time. They battle their life, you know.
Yeah. They don't get to respawn.
And I'm down. And that was a sniper. All the way up there.
I just saw it just now.
Come on.
So it's a
come
good
on.
like 5 seconds delay.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
Okay.
amazing actually. It looks really good.
Yeah, you know, looking at how it is so far, I am willing to give it a shot. I mean, I was going to play it regardless because of the Black Hawk Down, but this multiplayer, you know, the not Black Hawk Down segment looks looks pretty promising. Ah, crap. Jesus Christ. Some snipers really busting our chops.
Oof.
You really have to be...
It's alright.
Ah, there it is.
Again?
Come on, come on. Ah, close enough. Assist. Well, they got him.
Oh, I see. I see what you meant. Sorry, I'm like 5 seconds behind, so I'm getting your reaction way before I actually get to see the screen.
Yeah, I should have shared it on Discord. The only issues that sharing on Discord will crap up all the video showing on
You're good.
OBS. So.
You're good.
And we lost a sector. So yeah, it's gonna be. This feels a lot like.
Is there no way to give up? You did. Okay.
Yeah. So this feels a lot like a Battlefield, I guess. Maybe like a modern. Very
I think
modern.
more modern. Yeah, more modern. There's something about Battlefield when you play it. It almost felt like too empty at times.
Yeah.
This feels like there's always action.
Yeah, I can't really move that much. Look at that sniper over there. Trying to shoot him, but
Yeah, no.
I have to turn off toggle as well. Let's revive this goon. Okay, so anyone can revive. There you go. Hey, I got a medal because of it, and I can't see shit. I'm just shooting because...
Just shoot the number.
No. I really need to tamper with the controllers before going further. Apparently, the sensitivity is very low on everything. I just worked on the sensitivity for the camera, but there's also movement sensitivity that I would have to play. So, we're not going to go the whole 9 yards because it's going to take a long time. Look, it's 18 minutes and 50 seconds and counting. So it's probably like 20-minute rounds.
Oh, wow. Oh, let's just wait another minute and see what happens.
Okay, cool.
Let's
try
see if
once
it
more.
doesn't.
But I can tell that the connectivity is very good. I don't see any lag whatsoever, and I see everyone playing and going. Of course, um, playing a little bit further, you'll notice if there's lag or not when you're shooting, and you say, "Hey, I should have hit that guy," right? Let's see.
Yeah. No, you're getting killed. There you go. You're
Critical
down.
sensitivity, rare, hip fire, motion, distance, conference. Let's try this. 3 and 3. Let's see if that works.
Objective Bravo 1 is under attack.
And we did. Can you change? Oh yeah, apparently you can change. Oh crap! No, I just changed the sensitivity for the camera, but I wonder if it's a sensitivity with the movement, because you can see how I can barely move side to side.
Mm-hmm.
Haha! I hit you. So one thing that I do like is that you are getting experience.
Just for shooting or hitting.
Yeah, as long as you're taking a hit, you're getting some experience, so that's good. Ah! Oh crap. Now you have skills. How do you do? Oh, look at this. Phew. Okay, so you do
What
have
the-
some skills. Ah, I just figured that out. I didn't see the. Oh, look at that. There's vehicles too.
Yeah, you're done. Oh, oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
Wow.
tank right there. So yeah,
That's good. Hey, it looks amazing. I want to try it out.
We'll make another stand here. Hold the
Yeah.
objective
It looks
as long
good.
as you can.
That's. I just wanted to revive this. Oh my god, he was very close. Camping son of a bitch.
Yeah,
And we
that's
have a
not enough.
tank. Goodbye, tank. One more life. Just to see if I can use skills. Oh crap. Oh, come on. So spawning might be an issue, because I spawned straight into
Enemy assaulting one
the
of
hits.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. G. Okay, so that's a. Ha ha ha. And V.
That was close.
Ah. Yeah, I definitely have to play with the calibration. No, with the calibration for the controls. But yeah.
All right. Let's try something else.
Okay, let's try something else. But so far on this, what are your thoughts?
Thumbs up. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm
It
very
looks
impressed.
fun. Graphically, it looks great. I'm a little concerned about the looting because it was a lot
Mm-hmm.
for like just for starters, but it could just be because it's a demo and they're just trying to show you everything. So I'm not gonna hold it
Yeah.
against it.
There's
but that looks fun.
experience.
Yeah, the multiplayer looked really fun.
Okay, so this looks promising. Definitely something to try out. I need to I need to reiterate, this is free to play. So that's why all
What?
those currencies and whatnot.
What?
So, yeah, it is a free to play game. Or
All
it's going to
right.
be. Or it's going to be. This is just a
Yeah.
demo. But yeah, this is going to be a free to play game. I don't know how are they going to do with the campaign. Is it just going to be like, just play it, or if you actually have to pay anything? I do not know, to be honest. And taking into account that it's a remake of the original Black Hawk Down, I don't know how much did they invest on it, but so far, I'm impressed. It's gonna be interesting to
No.
jump into the demo and see how it all goes and try to understand a little bit more of everything, right?
Call me
So-
very impressed.
Yep. Alrighty then. So, the second game, the story time. We're gonna talk a little bit about Mexican video game creation. You don't hear that often because there's not many Mexican games going out there. But there was this one time when SNK had this one little team of Mexican guys make a little fighting game. Now, they were aiming and they were trying and they begged to get the license for a very known franchise. It is a beat 'em up franchise, and they wanted to do a fighting game out of it. They got a very hard no. They never were able to get the license. So what they did is say, "Hey, SNK, do you have our backs?" And they were like, "Yeah, we have our back." And they were like, "Okay, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our version of what would have been a fighting game of this franchise." Ready to go?
Okay, I'm intrigued.
And yeah, this is a Mexican team, the one that worked this over. So let's see if we get the video going. Just a second. And there we go.
So they never got the license, but they did kind of like a mock-up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Exactly. Can you figure out which game is this?
Rage of the Dragon. I'm guessing it's the Bruce Lee movie. I forget the name.
Guess again?
Dragon. Not the Bruce Lee movie?
No. Look at the characters. I'll give you a hint.
Wait. Give me a second. It's just the guy in the back in yellow with the afro is really throwing me off. He looks like the basketball player that comes from that Bruce Lee movie.
True,
Uh,
but no.
it's not wrestling.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay, give me a hint.
Look at the guys, at the blue guy and the red guy, side by side.
It looks like Captain Commando, the one on the right. But
Hell no!
it's not.
That's not it. That's
Then I think of Contra, but it can't possibly be Contra.
no, not Punch Out. Let me. It was too loud. There we go.
All right, so what is it?
This game, or the franchise that they were trying to get to, is none other than Double Dragon, a fighting game.
Oh no, really?
Yes. In fact, that there is an actual Double Dragon fighting game based on the movie, which sucks. I mean, the movie itself,
Oh.
the game wasn't so bad, but this game blows it off by a ton. So yeah, they tried to get the license, they wouldn't do it, so they made their own game, which is Rage of the Dragons. And now we have Billy Lewis and Jimmy Lewis fighting against Abubo and stuff like that. So
Wow. Now remind me, Double Dragon. Who has the license to Double Dragon? What company?
I believe that should be Taito. I am not 100%
Okay.
sure if they still hold it, but I'm pretty sure they made most of the games back then. So
Okay.
what we're gonna do is we don't have like an arcade, which would be the best to show it, but there is this like challenge thing. So let's see. Challenge 1: 2 random teams plus a bubo. Each defeated opponent restores 30% of the total life of the character and adds an extra 30 seconds. So pretty much sort of like a survival, I guess. Let's try it.
Okay. Let's go for it.
So you can see. Oh, let me just see if they have any graphical changes. I think they did, because it's very pixelated. But you know, that's the original game, of course. Let's see if we can get to options. Let's see, video, fit screen, full screen. Nah, fit screen is fine. Otherwise, it's gonna be very stretched out. Background. Okay, pixel perfect. Here we go. So there's the smooth, blurry kind of thing, scan lines, CRT kind of TV. I will just use the pixel perfect. Wait the full screen. Okay, sure. Okay, so game modes. We'll go into this. So this came in arcades a long time ago, and like I said, this is SNK. This was roughly what 2003 ish, I think.
Wait.
02 or 3.
Well, hold on. So this already came out, and this is like a remaster, a remake, or what are you saying?
They're just pretty much porting the game and adding some little stuff, but they're bringing it back.
Oh, okay.
My-
I didn't realize this had
my-
already come out yet.
My thought is this: as far as now, this still belongs to SNK, which means that if they can bring this back, they might be able to say, "Hey, let's do a new game," which would be awesome because the game itself is awesome, fighting mechanics wise. So a new updated 3D 2.5D game would be great. And the best part would be if they would say, "Hey, bring the original Mexican team to make it." That would be awesome. But I don't know if that's just a far-fetched reality because they did a pixel 2D game, right, at the time.
Well, not only that, but who's the Mexican team? Are they still making games?
I don't think so. I haven't checked. They're called Evoga, EVOGA, Evoga. So I'm not sure, to be honest.
All right. So let's start this. Let's start this
Sure.
challenge.
So as I said, here's Billy Lee. Lewis. They're not Lees here. They had to go around to not
Yeah.
get sued, right? So there's Billy, there's Jimmy. This is your average, Ken kind of character. This is your average, not Rio. He actually plays very different. And then from the franchise itself, you won't see any other character. Johan kind of looks like one or two of the Double Dragon end bosses, but at the end it's a new character. Now this is the third and most very known character, right? This is of course a Booba with a U instead of an O to make it easy. But other than that, this is the game. Now, since this is a Mexican game, they also added this one character which became very famous at the time, which is Pepe, and he plays with Taekwondo because of course. The interesting thing is that they did not bring the usual, hey, he's Mexican, he's going to play as a wrestler or whatever. No, Mexicans are really good at Taekwondo, at least Olympic side. So they made their Mexican character a Taekwondo fighter. So,
Who looks Asian, by the way?
what?
Who looks Asian?
Yeah. Alright, so let's go with the Lee brothers. Now, this is a tag team game, which means that you are changing from one character to the other. I don't remember a lot of how to play this, but we'll figure it out. So, if I remember right, this was... Jesus. Oh, there's that one mechanic that you saw right now. Let's see if I can do it again. You have like this, oh, god damn it.
You mean the kick, like the flying kick?
Yeah, like you do this, and if you hit it, you get like a very specific combo that you have to do. If you do it, you do a lot of damage. But I would need to know the controllers.
It doesn't look like it's 60 frames per second, right? Like there seems to be some kind of slowdown.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's also in the original game or this is just a port.
That's a good question. I think it would. Whoa. And I didn't change characters, so I thought you have to be switching characters. Huh. And you lose around, so. This is more Ken, so it should be a little bit easier. Or maybe not. So yeah, the frame rate, I don't know if there's some setting that I have to work through, or if indeed it is like that, right? Ah, damn it.
Yeah, I forget that it could be a setting. I forget. I'm not a PC guy. Although I'm turning into one with a Steam Deck.
Ah, god damn it. That look, he actually kind of feels more like Terry Bogard now that I play it. Yeah, I'ma die. Jesus.
Yeah, I think the stream on Twitch is it got even further behind. I think because
What?
the stream on Twitch is further behind even now today. I think there was some loading going on. But let's see. So I definitely like the designs, like the pixelated art. I'm not sold on. Again, I don't know if there's an issue with the frame rate or that's just how the game, how it was back
How
then,
it was back then. You know, I can't
and we didn't know any different right back then.
I can't really feel it like the old version. I guess it's been a long time, so I don't remember if it actually felt that slow. But we can do something here real quick. Oh, okay. Here, let's see options. So first we have this. If we fit it up, and we go to, let's see, probably windowed, full screen. Oh, the resolution goes up to 1080p. If we go window full screen. I think it's the same. It probably was this. It was this.
Yeah, that speed.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of them.
Okay, so
For
we
sure.
so we have roles like King of Fighters.
There you go. There's Pepe.
And there's also the supers, but I just don't remember how to do them. I know, heck, I don't even know how to change characters. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's a button dedicated to that. I do remember that you could do like combos, and that's what I'm trying to do. You could do combos with both characters, but I don't know how. I don't know how to do those either. I mean, it tells you there, but I'm not used to the buttons.
Yeah. Now, are you playing on a
Yeah.
controller?
Aha! Finally, I could get a super going on there. But I'm trying to do the mixed supers. Now, knowing this kind of games, there should be a like a small text-based tutorial. Oh my god, Mexican power is kicking my ass. There we go. I want to fight. I want to fight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, there's the. Oh, yeah. It said that it's gonna be a lot of characters at the same time. Okay, okay, okay. This. Let's try something here. Oh well. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Move list. This one I want to do. So. Surrender. Surrender. Surrender life. Oh yeah. Yeah. You could kill your character and give some life back to the other character. Let's see. Duplex.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Duplex attack. After executing a valid duplex attack, when the partner character shows up on the screen, exit this the same motion to make a follow-up attack. No, but I want attack. Swap between characters. Dodge. Oh, but I want to know the. Oh, okay. So here's the character. Movement. Oh, okay. Back. Oh, so it's back and forward. Look, Team Duplex partner. When the two characters are on screen, repeat the motion. Yeah, but still. Okay, I'll just try it. There we go. Oh, but then you have to continue it with the other character. Oh. This guy's kicking my ass. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not a good look for you, Mel.
Yep. Okay, so I guess I exchanged ugh. Doesn't look good. I'm down. So do you see what he did? And then he punches you back, and that's where you can actually change to the other character and do the
okay.
supers. But I'm not sure how to do it. I used to play this a lot. I don't know why I forgot how to do this stuff. They do have updated art, which is nice. And I remember I used to play with this guy a lot. Elias. And then, well, this is his duplex character, so let's see if I can do something about it. Hey. Come on. Well, one thing that you can see here is the usual SNK difficulty for default is right there. SNK
What do you mean?
games, games on normal are very hard,
Okay. I got
and you can see them actually doing combos and stuff, not just
you. Yeah,
not just
they're-
trying to hit you. And
They're
this
not
the
just punching bags or giving you one hit. That's it. They're like putting stuff together.
mm-hmm. Okay, so she has the. Oh, okay. So there's
Oh, she's interesting. She's like an emo girl. She's like all like.
Ah. Let's see if I can do some sort of super. I kind of did. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
God damn it. I'ma die. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I mean, this is just a demo.
Yeah, I
and
think we should go for the next demo. Yeah, I mean, look, it's and now I don't see it as. I think my eyes are getting used to the game. I don't see it as slow as when we started.
yeah, I'm also playing it. I kind of felt a little bit, but look at this. Look at this video right there. You'll see it in a second, and you'll see that it's a little. It kind of feels a little bit faster. So maybe there is something going on there, or maybe the game is just like it is. Either way, it's a good little bit, good little tidbit of Mexican history when it comes to video games. So
It looks great. Look, I love that the designs are nice. They're fairly unique.
also
They don't. Go ahead.
I was going to say the fact that they went against the man and they said, oh Taito, you're not giving me the rights. Screw you, I'm gonna do this, right? And they just changed it enough to evade any kind of lawsuits, right? So
But yeah, but they still went with another man. They went with SNK.
yeah. I mean, well, originally it was going to be SNK. They just wanted the rights to do the Double Dragon side.
Oh, I see. I got you.
Yep. So, the final game, this is going to bring some nostalgia into our minds before we even know how it is, because I haven't tried it, but I know the theme, and you'll know it too. Let me just find
Well,
it right here.
One thing I haven't been able to hear, and I'm not complaining because I want to be able to hear you, but I haven't heard any audio in any game so far. So if you're looking for me to hear something in the next game, you're gonna have to bring it up.
Oh crap. Okay. Okay.
No, it's okay. I mean, for the other two games, it was fine because it was easier to have a conversation with you. But if you want me to hear a theme, you need to bring the volume.
Yep. Let's try and do that. Let's see. Let me first just change this. Crap. Just a second. It's weird, yeah, but it's weird that you haven't heard any audio whatsoever.
No.
All right. Just a second. Let me try to bring it in. And let's bring it all the way down. There we go. I'm just gonna have to temper with the size. There we go. So you can hear anything whatsoever right now?
No.
Okay, then I should change. Let's see.
Oh, but you know what? So I can't hear in Discord. I don't know if I have the Twitch. I don't have the volume.
Oh, on Discord you won't hear anything.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So yeah, maybe on Twitch. Just a second.
Okay, now I have Discord. I think I can hear it a little bit.
On Twitch you can hear it?
A little bit. Very, very.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if there's gonna be the theme, but you'll know the characters. So,
Okay.
let's get to it. Let's see. I haven't played it, so I don't know what to expect here. Username, okay. Let's go. Power Up Show. Yes.
Oh, I just saw something.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm getting
Look at
excited.
this. Look at this.
Wait, where's Messenger? I thought you were gonna put Messenger.
Yeah, that's why I skipped the tutorial just to go straight to Messenger. But let me go first to audio settings. There you go. Now I can listen to you. So single player. Messenger. I don't know if this is gonna be good or not, but there's Messenger on it, so for every Mexican out there, they know what they're fighting with.
There's no other choice.
Yeah. Oh, this was okay.
By the way, I think our faces disappeared. Twitch.
Oh, did it? Let's see. Well, it should be there.
Huh.
I might have been for a little bit,
Oh, they're back. Okay, yeah, they're back.
but the audio is. Ah, there we go.
Oh, they just disappeared again. You did something and then it disappeared.
Oh, that's weird. Well, what else can you
That's
do?
fine. They won't miss us too much.
Yeah.
So obviously I love the fact that you're playing in Messenger, but the designs they're
Yeah, like super deformed.
a little cute. Yeah, not what I was expecting whatsoever. It's like I'm watching a wrestling match of little people.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even know how to do super right there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm expecting La Lucha to come up any second.
True. Can you do any supers or something like that? Oh, it's actually a tutorial, so it's eight. It's 8 feet. Okay, so it's a little bit weird because it has the buttons like I don't know, it's weird. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, the designs, I don't know.
I'm gonna
I mean,
be honest. I was very excited at first, and now I'm like, eh,
Yeah,
I'm not feeling it.
yeah. That's kind of sad. Let's see. Nah.
It almost feels like a fighting game, younger kids. This is your first fighting game.
Yeah. I would have loved to see like an actual, like big designs, actual characters going on, as a fighting game. I mean, that would have been cool.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It's such a mismatch. It's just because you start selecting like the normal size thing, and then you come to this, and it almost seems like this is
Yeah.
like this is a hack. Or what do you call it when you play other people's version of the game?
Like a Gaiden or something.
No, not a guide. When you can download things that change your game that are not official.
Okay, that looked cool. Let's try it again. Okay, so it has some little animations, which is cool, but still,
Yeah.
the design issue remains, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
That would have
Yeah.
that would have definitely loved to play with Messenger and all its glory, you know. Now, oddly
Yeah,
enough, there's this one game which is Super Robot Wars, which is a tactical game. So in tactical, I don't mind it that much.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
know
this,
which one.
yeah,
I
so
think
it's
we
this-
talked about it,
yeah,
or maybe 2 shows.
yeah, maybe. So it's kind of the same kind of designs, but on tactical, I don't feel it that much. But when you're playing a fighting game, you're kind of expect to see a cool character, right? So yeah, I don't know what to think of this.
I'm not sold. Yeah.
Also, mechanically speaking, maybe I'm very bad at it, but I'm not feeling it either.
No, me neither. I mean, I can see the combos and the movements, and it does not. Nah. I'm ready to give up now.
Well, one more of these just to say goodbye.
You know what? You know what I feel like I'm playing? The Muppet version, the Muppet Babies version
Yeah,
of manga shows. Like, hey, let's make them all babies.
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of sad because I did have high hopes. I mean, I don't know, maybe the mechanics are very good, but I'm not feeling it. Not
But
at
look
all.
at this. This is what throws me off. Like, you see these designs, and you're like, holy
Yeah.
shit, this is what I play with.
Yeah, when I saw this, I was like, "Ooh, let's get it on," you know. But going into the game, not so much. What other
Yeah.
characters? So I guess there's gonna be a lot more characters from different series. Probably most of them we won't know, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
No. No. Get
Yeah.
out of there.
We are out of there. You know, that's kind of sad. I was really hoping it would have something to pull me in, but sadly it doesn't. And
It does not. That was a big letdown. Out of all the demos, that was a
Yeah.
letdown. The one, as soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, this looks amazing. And nope.
yeah, for some reason it Just but nope. Doesn't do it.
Which now that I'm thinking, like the Tatsunoko versus Capcom didn't have Messenger, right? No, it did not.
No, Tatsunoko is not part of. Messenger is
Or
not part of Tatsunoko.
Messenger's not part of Tatsunoko. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
that's
know,
a shame.
on the Delta Force, I'll definitely try it. On
That's
Rage
a
of
must.
on Rage of the
That's
Dragons,
really
yeah, on the Rage of the Dragons, it's gonna be a lot of nostalgia pulling me in, but I might still play it. Also, I want to check if, like you said, if Voga is still working out and if it's still their franchise, if they're still working on it, even though it's support, then you know it might be good to support them in that way. Who knows? They might bring in a brand new game, which would be awesome. I think I used to love this game a lot when I played it back then. So definitely, I hope they can do something about it. Don't let it die, like many other games. And finally,
yeah.
the Iron Saga. Damn.
Complete disappointment.
Yes. Well, I did tell you that this could be awesome, but it could be kind of a disappointment. And in this case, we had one great, good expectations, one okay nostalgia, and one let down. But hey,
Big letdown. But you
that
know what? I would say for three, that's good. One amazing, one good,
good,
and
good.
one letdown. That's fine.
That's true.
I
And
can live
hey,
with that.
you know what? The good thing is that they're demos, so we don't lose much, except for our
None.
toms. But now, because we
None.
get to crap on them if necessary.
Oh man. So what else going on, sir? What do we have? What has happened that is worth talking about?
What has
Did you see the
happened
Bandai
lately?
Namco is cutting down people? There's a few projects that they're closing down.
I haven't heard because I haven't been following the news lately, and that's why the demo night. But I am not surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of companies that could be, you know, cutting a lot of people just to try to get there. I don't know how well are they doing with you know, between Elden Ring's DLC and the Tekken. I don't know how well are they doing to say, hey, you know, let's just keep people and keep them working against. Hey, we have to cut people down. So
Yeah, I don't think the Elden Ring DLC was as successful as they hoped for. What do you think?
I've heard a lot. I mean, I played it and the game was good, but independently of that, there's a lot of people playing it too.
But
So
I haven't. It doesn't have the same buzz that it had when the game came out. For sure, not even half of it, I would say.
I I don't
Like
know.
for it was like it
I
was
mean,
like 3 to 6 months that the only thing people could say is Elden Ring. How it's gonna be the best game of the year. Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring.
true. Well, it's got a lot of praise for the fact that the DLC works pretty much as a brand new game. I mean, a 40-ish hours brand new game. You know, that's a lot more than full fledged games, right? So it's got a lot of praise. It's got a lot of followers, but the buzz, you're right. Everyone was raving for Shadow of the Earth 3 until it came out. After it
Yeah.
came out, I didn't really hear that much about it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know how Bandai. I think all game studios are having a hard time. Just budgets have blown way out of control, and there's not just a market for that anymore. There's never
Mhm.
been a market for that much. Those expenses have ballooned so much that the revenues don't make up for it. So they have to change tactics a bit. What
Yeah.
about
Oh, did you hear the latest with the Game Freak and the data breach?
Oh yes, I did. I did hear about that. But
That
again, par for the course, right? Another game company that gets hacked and the information is out.
true. The only problem here is that they got a lot of source codes for the Pokemon games, including the new ones coming. So That's gonna
Oh,
be
really?
interesting. Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting how that's laid out. Apparently, Game Freak does have everything under control. So who knows?
But
Time will tell.
how much can they do with the source code? What are they gonna do? Like make their own game?
Um, I that's a good debate for another time. Of course, they're not gonna copy and just make a brand new game because, of course, rights are still there, right? But
Yeah.
what they can do is they can actually boycott the game before even it coming out. That's the only thing
What
I
do you
can
mean
think of.
boycott the game before they come out?
Yeah, if they see the source code, they can in some way or another bring out, information mechanics, spoilers, what have you. So
Oh,
they can
I
throw
see.
a lot of that out to the public before the game even comes out, and that of course uh, ends up with a game with low expectations and so on and so forth. So that kind of boycotts the game.
Yeah, I get you now. How about what do you think of 343
Oh,
um,
changing names.
changing to changing name to Halo Studios, and they're using Unreal Engine now as the main engine for Halo.
Well, the first thing that I can think of is the fact that Infinity suck balls, and they know it, and that's why they're
Oh
doing
yeah,
all this huge spin on it. In reality, the name change is not really, that consequential. They're still 343 at
yeah.
the end, but the fact that they're changing to Unreal Engine shows that they really botched it, and they probably
The engine.
could have done they could have done a lot better, just going to a tried and true engine way back then, and we're talking about Unreal 4, instead of trying to do their own engine and spending thousands and thousands of dollars. The usual story. We spent a lot on research and development trying to make our own engine, and hey, guess what? It sucked. That's the
Well,
fact.
not only does it suck, and not only did it suck because it had a lot of technical issues, right? That's why Infinite
Mhm.
didn't come out the way they wanted it to come out. But it's because it's a unique engine. Whenever you have turnover, and when you're ramping up for a game, it's very hard for the new people to catch up because now they have to learn a new engine that they never tried.
Yes, especially when when
So
they spend so much time working on their engine, right?
yeah.
So yeah.
So but we'll see. I am curious. I am curious to see because Halo has very unique physics mechanics. Because that's kind of what distinguishes, in a lot of ways, Halo to other first-person shooters or physics. So I'm kind of curious to see how Unreal Engine mimics those physics when it comes to gameplay.
Hmm, that's a good question. I mean, at the end, the engine itself, it's very good and very popular and very easy to work with against other engines. That is. Um, we shall see.
Yeah,
That's the only
I
thing I
mean,
can think
I
of.
have, and I could be completely off base, and it's something very easy, and it's just, oh, you just tweak here and there. But Halo has always had very unique physics, very almost bouncy type of, and almost funny, the
Mm-hmm.
way bodies flow and fly.
Floaty,
Yeah, a
very
little bit
floaty.
floaty, yes. So yeah, maybe it's easy, but that was the first thing that came to my mind when I heard about going to Unreal Engine. It's like I wonder how it's gonna feel.
I mean, at the end, you can fine tune those details, right? You can set up how floaty or not your character is gonna move. You can put gravity into it, and so on and so forth. What's going to make a difference, I think, is the fact that the engine is very capable of handling a lot of stuff at the same time, which means that they will also be able to handle co-op and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean split screen
Split screen too. Why not?
to
I
begin
don't
with? Yeah.
remember. I don't remember if I've ever played an Unreal Engine based game in split screen. To be honest, I don't know
Mm.
if it can do it well, but I know that it.
The Gears of War, not an Unreal. Those are Unreal, right?
Yeah, it's Unreal.
Yeah, those are co-op.
Yeah, those are they did have a split screen, so there you go.
Sorry, split. I meant split screen, not
Yeah,
just
split.
co-op.
Yeah. So it
Yeah,
does
I
have
don't
look
know
well.
if the newer ones had split screen, the ones that came on the last gen, but I know the ones on the 360 for sure.
I played until the third, and that's about it. I'd never played the bird game. I never played 4, 5.
4 is really good. 5, but four is really really good.
I might just play the new one just because it's Dom and Marcus again. So who knows?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about.
Yeah, there's a new one coming. Didn't you see it?
Yes, I did. I did. I just forgot about it.
We saw it together, man.
Yeah, I know. I know. What else? What else has happened?
Whew. um,
Oh, the 30th anniversary PlayStation came out. Did you see those?
yeah,
PlayStation 5, sorry. PlayStation 5 console 30th anniversary, both on normal PlayStation and the Pro.
yeah, I saw it, and that's the lousiest buy bait I've ever seen, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I actually don't like the design, how it looks. I
Mhm.
mean, it's very unique. It's not a bad one, but it's not nothing amazing either.
Yeah, kind of take the colors and just a little bit of striping, and that's about it. But it doesn't really feel like old school anyway. So
No, no, not at all.
I just feel that they were like, well, what can we do to sell this piece of crap? So let's put it retro style, and that's it. Retro geeks are going to want to buy it, or that's what they think. To be honest, I don't think that's gonna sell much. In fact, I did think that that's gonna put one more nail in their coffin if they keep on going like that.
Well, I think the PS5 Pro Anniversary Edition, that one sold out. But not the PS5 Pro normal.
Huh.
But those, I mean, but they didn't make that many to begin with of the Anniversary
Mm-hmm.
Edition. So
And like I said at the end,
sold out.
I can assure you, 90% of those sales are scalpers.
Oh yeah,
Plain and
big
simple.
time.
The question is, how many people are going to be stupid enough to buy from the scalpers that specific edition?
Um,
I mean, there's going to be, of course, a range of, I'm accounting maybe some 30% of the people that have to have it because they have to have all the consoles and stuff like that, right? But anyone that is not that kind of super geek trying to get every single console, what have you, I don't think they're gonna be buying, not from the scalpers, definitely.
nope, no, that's for
and
sure.
and I can almost guarantee that 90% of those consoles were sold to scalpers, which are going to have a bunch of PlayStations sitting on their back because they won't know what to do with them, or maybe they will just sell them 10 years from now as this one thing that never sold. Oh, look at it, it's unique, you know. So it's gonna
I
be a
hope
piece.
so.
It's gonna be a piece of history for the wrong reasons. If you get my
Yeah,
drift there.
I do hope so that the scalpers that get it are not able to sell it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't scalpers to begin with. So, um,
Yeah, I really hope
what
the
was the other
scalpers get theirs.
Yeah.
I hate
What was
scalpers.
the other bit? Something else came up. Can you remember, Mel? Is there anything else in your mind that came up? Oh, Until Dawn, the remake
Oh
on
yeah,
Unreal Engine, by the way.
is it Unreal Engine? But the original, was it Unreal Engine, or was it
No. I don't think the original
was
was
it like
Unreal.
a proprietary engine?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure that was in Unreal Engine. I'm thinking about it. I mean,
I
the new one. The original isn't. I know that, but the
mhm.
new one, I'm not 100% sure. But apparently, it's not a good game. Like they messed it up.
I don't know if they messed it up or not. I do know that the sales were even lower than Concord. So
No way.
yes, I know. We're talking about before being able to return the game.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Wow. From what
I'm
I hear though, it like it was to the point where people were like, play the old game. The old game is better.
Jesus. So
I
so
mean,
so
that's
they botched the game they already had just because they were changing engine.
yes.
I mean, I do know that they did like slight changes in direction in itself, some words, some stuff going on, but it was pretty much the same game. So
That apparently
how?
they botched it. The
Wow.
the frame rates, not being able to run. Like they made some design decisions that actually detriment the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just technical hiccups. Um, there was other few things, but most of the reviews that I was reading is like, you're better off playing the old one. Just stay away from this one.
Well, that
And
sucks.
I like the original. I wasn't looking forward to the remake, but I was like, okay, it's fine, whatever. But to botch that, that's just to me
I mean,
is
I mean,
what are you doing?
I can understand if you botched it because you know not a lot of people bought it because why buy it again, right? And that's understandable, but botching it on a technical level, that's really sad. I mean, understandable. They changed to a new engine. Why did they do that to begin with? If the game rang well back then and it looked well back then, the only thing they probably had to do is just a little bit more of you know, texture workout, and that's that.
I
So
don't know. I don't know. And
that's
again, they said they took away the running portion, like being able to run, which kind of slows down the pace. That's enough. Like that's frustrating.
so so before you could at least run, now you can't even do that. Let's make this a little bit slower.
Yes, let's make it slower. So
Jam. I, I,
I
I,
don't understand.
I do remember one last game that I played in this last 2 weeks, and I bring it out because it apparently is a big success, and we're talking about Atlas's uh, Refatio, what's his name? Refantasia Metaphor.
I don't
Metaphor
think I heard the name. I don't
Refantasia.
remember it.
If you know the Shin Megami Tensei or the Persona games, this is
Oh yes, yes, yes.
their new
Yes.
game, their new franchise. I played the demo. The demo is quite extensive, quite good too. It's a turn-based RPG, but the action is really fast-paced, even though it's a turn-based game. You do like very split-second actions to get the blood flowing, and the story-wise, so far is very good. It has a tone like a sort of kind of Game of Thrones-ish about you know there's a lot of different races and there's a lot of racism and you're one of uh, those races that are the most well they call them tribes just to not sound so bad, right? But you're one of the lowest tribes, and all of a sudden you're mingling in this political stuff going on. They killed the king. Who's going to take the throne? Then the late king with magic comes back to sort of life to say, "Hey, I'm going to be choosing from these people, and you're not one of them, but you're slowly working into becoming one of them." And there's a lot of intrigue going on, and that's pretty cool. Gameplay, if you like turn-based, that is really fast-paced, so that's good. And it has you know jobs, so you have your characters and they're as they are, but then you have this archetypes they're called. So you turn on your archetype, and all of a sudden, if you have the knight archetype, then you have knight powers, and if you turn to a mage archetype, then you have mage powers, and then you can sort of combine powers like let's say a Chrono Trigger between characters, and any character can be any archetype once you learn them, and It's a
Okay.
lot of stuff going on there, but it is pretty good. Graphically speaking, is awesome. The art style is great. It's always been good on the side of Atlas to have a good art style. So yeah, there's tons of dialogues too. So it really gets you into the story, and
What's that?
that's something that I'm really looking forward to. The demo is one of those once you finish the demo, you can continue your game if you buy it. You'll get the same
Okay.
save, so you can continue your story, and that's pretty good because the game is pretty good, and its demo is very long. I probably played like I don't know, like 6-7 hours maybe, something like that.
Wow, that is a long demo.
Yeah, for a demo, that's quite a quite a bit. So yeah, so far I'm excited to look into that. Not right now, later on, but I'll definitely get it at one point. That is pretty good.
Did you? Did you? What was I gonna say? Did we talk about Ubisoft last time? But then
Don't
potentially being bought by Tencent?
don't wait every night. No, we haven't talked
Yeah.
about the possible Tencent acquisition. That's the one other thing that was missing here. And quite a note to close the show with. Yes, so they're not doing that great after the latest botch. They already delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows
Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
and the Star Wars. Well, for a big franchise and for the big pitch that they pitched, it didn't do that well. I haven't played it again since last we tried it here. I'll probably, I will try it, but it's more Assassin's Creed minus the big jump to the haystack. um, so yeah, now they are contemplating the possibility of going private, which means being bought by none other than Tencent, which is the Chinese conglomerate. Uh,
They own everything that is video game related.
yeah, I mean, there's Tencent, and then there's Embracer, and they one owns everything because money, money, money. The other one owns it because I want to store this up until someone will probably rebuy it from me. I guess I don't know,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, no,
yes,
you're right.
Tencent is. I don't know if Ubisoft gets bought by Tencent. I think that's going to be the end of it. They'll probably even just change the brand altogether and be done with it.
I think so. I mean, and it's funny because Ubisoft has been fighting Tencent for years, but years, as long as I can remember, because
Mm-hmm.
Tencent has been trying to fight them off, and Ubisoft, they were successful enough that they could push back. I mean, I'm talking about the times when Ubisoft was actually printing money because they were releasing games.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're coming back to this. It's just not sustainable. The video game market is not sustainable. Somebody
It's
like
dwindling.
Ubisoft that was, yeah, there were, I'm the 360 game days, right? They were releasing Rayman. They were releasing. They had a Valiant of Heart, and they had another game, Child of Light. Then they have the Far Cry's and the
Everything,
Assassin's Creed.
everything Tom Clancy.
Yeah,
Everything
everything
Tom
Tom
Clancy.
Splinter Cell, some other franchises that I can't even
Division
remember.
later on. Before that, they had
Ghost
Hawks,
Recon.
Ghost Recon, you name it. So yeah, what happened to Ubisoft? Well, they have
Well,
been
they
missing
can't
quite a
get a
bit.
game out. How many games have they released lately?
Prince
Star
of
Wars was the
Persia,
Prince of Persia.
and the latest
Yes.
Prince of Persia did very, very well. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. So, but it's not just Ubisoft. All the video game companies are having a hard time releasing games, right? And we're talking about it. Like you could be planning a game, like when the PS5 came out, the year it came out. If you're planning a game for the first time that year, more likely than not, you're not going to release it until the next generation, and that's
Yes.
crazy. And that's where we just went bonk. There's something very wrong with the industry where we can't control. We don't know how to manage how to create games in a more sustainable way, and it's
Um,
crazy.
I blame the console generation speed up. You know,
But it's but it hasn't sped up. If anything, it has slowed down.
yes and no. I mean, it doesn't speed up. I mean, usually the generation does last anywhere between 5 and 7 years, give or take, depending on the console and whatever. But the difference is that they have been trying to push so much to upgrade the equipment, and that they're not finding a footing to be able to keep up upgrading anymore. And that's why later on they came in with the half-assed versions, the pros and the 2.5s and what have you. And it's still not enough. And then we jump into the next generation, and hey, guess what? We're getting behind. So they're spending a lot of time on the consoles themselves, when in reality it's the games that matter at this point. I don't think you can go any farther, graphically speaking, and
Not that
all of
much.
that. Not
So
on consoles. Not on consoles. It's not rentable anymore. They have to think about the games, and that's simple. And think about the games as self-sustainable games. And by
but
that I
here, but
mean let them be games for themselves. Let's not make them live services and try to get as many dollars as they can possibly get from your pocket. Just make a good game.
yeah. I mean, I was looking at the console. So PS1 94, PS2, but it was really so here it says it's December 3rd, 94. It's really 90. They like
It's
20
95.
days.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
95.
it's like PS2 is 2000, March 2000. So 5 years and 3 months later. PS3 is 6 years and 5 months.
Now let me
Or
stop you right
around
there.
that.
Let me stop you right there.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference between PS4 and PS5 against PS1 and PS2?
PS4 is 7 years.
No, but not in years. The
Oh,
technology. The technology.
yeah,
Look the jump that was from PS1 to PS2. It was
huge.
humongous. PS4 to
Yeah.
PS5, we're looking at the same freaking games. That's why they're still bringing in remasters and more remasters. Not even remakes,
Yes.
just remasters. Because hey, we're gonna do this HD game, HD. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's stupid.
It's what do you call it? It's diminishing returns,
Hmm.
right? It's the amount of money and investment that you're putting to get a little bit better. It's crazy. Like you're
Exactly.
putting too much money to get just slightly crispier graphic, slightly bigger game, slightly, blue, not Blu-ray, the whole lighting thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Sony was. It's too much investment for very little return, and I think that's the issue. We're
Hmm.
putting too much money on things that are not really bringing a big banger. But even I remember it's funny because you remember when the PS3 and the Xbox 360 first came out,
Hmm.
and everybody was like, "Oh, there's not much of a difference." And it wasn't
True.
until you plug it into an HD TV, you're like, "Oh shit, no, this is night and day."
Yeah,
Right?
because the technology had to move with the visual technology on TVs, right? So that was a change, a necessary change, and it paid off. However,
And PS4 was the same thing at the beginning. It's like, not a big difference. And then as the years went by, you could see a bigger difference. But PS5, I agree with you. But I would even say the quality that you started getting in the PS4 and Xbox One's generation, the amount of money that you're putting in was not reflected as the game being that much better. There were slight differences, but not much.
mm-hmm, true.
But yeah, I guess we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, at the end, this it's a lot of investment on the consoles, and that's kind of a detrimental on the development of the games, and even worse, since not a lot of people is buying games anymore, and the whole ecosystem has changed from physical to digital, and how the market moves, and there's a lot of different factors that at the end, pretty much, it's kind of hard for a game developer to say, "Hey, I'm just gonna sell 1 million copies, and that's gonna be a good business for me," right? Not anymore.
Yeah.
Also, taking into account that developing video games has turned a lot more expensive, and you require a lot more people to do them. Um, at the end, we're still looking at video games. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like
That's
it's not like you're running a a gas based engine car, and then you change to electric car, and then you change to a gravity car. You know. We're still playing games, and there are still video games, and we're still looking at new releases that either are remakes and remasters of stuff that we've seen 10 years back, or we're looking at video games that are simply the same kind of games that we've been playing because, hey, guess what, it's a video game, right? So
yeah.
how do you go past that point and make it profitable?
It's hard because the minute you turn a game that doesn't look like the latest Sony game, right? I think it's fair to say that Sony has probably the best production values today as a studio, right?
Well,
Minute you say
Concord.
no, but the game still looks amazing. That's what I mean. Just production values.
Yeah, graphically speaking, yes. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
give you that.
that's what I mean. I'm not saying that. Yeah, it as gamers we still put a lot of bang or a lot of importance to graphics. Like as soon as something doesn't look as like Spider-Man 2 or Demon Souls or anything of that caliber, we're like nailing it. But it doesn't look as good as X, or it doesn't look as good as Y. And it's hard for studios to kind of be like, okay, I'm gonna like I'll give you another example. The latest Assassin's Creed. One of the big things that people complain is like it doesn't look as good. It doesn't
Yep.
look as refined. There's something off, and it's true. There's something off about it. Not, but it doesn't mean it's a bad game. But we immediately judge the game by its cover. Immediately.
True. Yeah, I mean,
So
there are some exceptions as always, but
also,
at the end, yes. How they said, I am not buying a PS5 to play Minecraft. I mean, it's not on the console, but you get the
yes.
picture.
Yeah.
Or an Xbox Series X for that matter. You're not buying a Xbox Series X, just to play Minecraft. And I mean, I know people will, but what I mean
But yeah,
is, you're
I
not
know what
buying
you mean.
this high-powered console to play low graphics or low visually appealing games, right? But then that means that you have to look more into that and less on the game itself.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff going on over there. But yeah, at the end, I think it's turning less profitable. I mean, the video game industry is still the biggest entertainment industry in the world, but it is having a hard time keeping up because of all these things that we have said. Going into the console wars means that we have to fight against the other company, which means we have to bring all these games. And hey, guess what? All these games are going to look graphically amazing, and they are going to suck. Why? Because they don't have the right values for the games themselves. They're focusing on one thing, but they cannot focus on everything, and then there's always batches of games. And we're seeing
Yeah.
batches back and forth. We saw the 8 year long, I don't know how many millions spent on Concord, You know, it just didn't pan out, and the game is dead
Suicide
in 2
Squad.
weeks. Suicide Squad, and Suicide Squad is still alive, and
It's
Concord
alive,
is
but
not, and Concord is not. Hey, they just gave it for free on Epic, on the Epic Store
yeah,
not long
I
ago.
saw
So
that.
so yeah, you know, it doesn't matter how much you spend on the game. It doesn't matter how much people do you put on it, and it definitely doesn't matter how do you want to monetize the game. If it's gonna suck, it's gonna suck. It's really hard to get back to the point where we would say, "Hey, this is a good game on its own. No need to do all kind of monetization and stuff like that, and you know it's gonna sell because a lot of people is gonna like it."
Yeah, I want to say the last game that is. What are the last few games? Spider-Man 2, but that involved a lot of money. That was a lot of now. A lot of it went into just licensing, which
Mm-hmm.
is kind of unfair to judge it, but still, that's still
Yes.
a lot of, right?
I
And
mean, I mean, production wise, there was still a lot of
yeah, yeah,
money because
there's still a lot of.
the technology was there, right? The technology was amazing, pun
Yeah,
intended. um, the
but
last
what
game,
else?
the
Elden Ring for sure. Elden
yeah,
Ring
Elden
is
Ring.
um
The one
for
I
me
didn't,
Returnal, which I guarantee Returnal was not an expensive game compared to the others.
yeah, I don't think it looked amazing, yes, but I don't think they spent a lot of money on it.
No, I
I think they spent their money wisely, and they did a game model that helped them to make it, you know, attractive enough without spending a lot of resources. That's what roguelites and roguelikes do. That's the way you save money, right? Do roguelike,
yeah.
you're doing half of the work that any other company would by handcrafting every single scene and every single part of the game and so on and so forth. So yeah.
That was a
Um,
good game.
Interestingly enough, I didn't think it would be, you know, that famous, but Space Marine 2 has done very well.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Both fans and non-fans alike, and the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
non-fan
yeah.
side is the one that I was thinking is not really going to happen. It's going to be very niche, and no, they actually went above and beyond, and they got a lot of people playing. So kudos to them. And
Yeah.
they've also put their game model has given enough to say, hey, I'm not feeling cheated. I'm not feeling like they're trying to get every single cent from my pocket, and they're being fair. And also, hey, the game is good, and the
Yeah.
game plays well. Sure, there are
Oh,
some issues still when online is concerned, but still they're working on it. But the game would have benefited from a few more months of holding it back, but still, even on its release date, it's done very well. So that's one of the exceptions that I see in this early times.
yeah, and I'm happy for that. All right, Mel, let's call it a day. I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, it's been a long day. So, Rich, please take us out of here.
Mel, it's always hard for me to say bye. I always say let's cut it off and move on. It's hard for me to do that.
I know.
Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for being here. It's been 2 weeks. Hopefully we're back next week. At least that's the plan. We'll probably have more news, or what are you thinking, Mel, for next week?
Probably more news. Let's
Okay,
see.
good.
Let's see what what the week brings in.
That's true. Let's see
Because
what the
because
week
right now
brings in.
news are, you know, news in the video game industry, they're coming every single day. So
Yeah. Actually, before we go, have you seen the new Joker?
no,
Oh, no.
I haven't.
And
I
and
don't.
you won that?
Not at the theaters. I'll watch it later, I
You're gonna
guess.
wait?
Sure. I mean, I have Max. Might as well wait.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go to the theaters and see how it goes.
Are
I know a
you?
lot of people are hating it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are you feeling it or?
No, but it's one of those that I'm just so surprised because of the cast and the director, and it's such a bomb. I'm like, I just gotta see it myself. Like, I
Sure.
gotta see, like, what the hell went wrong? Because you
Mm-hmm.
have a good director, you have a great cast. I actually do like Lady Gaga as an actress. There's a few performances that really caught my eye with her. And do think I don't think her Harley Quinn will be anything like Margot Robbie. That's okay. Uh,
Hey,
but
Joaquin Phoenix's Joker was nothing like any other Joker, and that was
yeah,
okay. That was
and that
awesome.
was okay. It was awesome actually. So
I love the
I'm
movie.
expecting.
I love the original one. I
Yeah,
loved
yeah,
it.
me too. So I am I this should have been this is why Logan never got a sequel. Because it's hard to do you make an amazing movie and it's hard to beat it. I just gotta see it myself. I just gotta see what the hell happened. And I wanna see it in the big screen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the big screen is the right way to watch it, but if you can, might as well. And speaking of Joker, and of course, eventually Batman can come through the equation. I haven't seen it, but there's right now like 4 episodes, I think, of the Penguin series that I
Oh,
am
I
very
haven't.
interested in watching.
Yeah, I heard great things about it.
Yeah, I've heard that it's great, and of course, since the Batman movie, which wasn't a big hitter, but everyone praised. What's his name? I always forget his name.
Colin, Colin,
Huh?
I forgot his name. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
I always
Isn't
forget his
it
name.
Colin something?
Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone did praise him for the 3 minutes that he was on the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did think that he had the chops to pull it off after watching him, and not only physically, because of course the physical
Yeah,
stuff was impressive, but also how he pulled the character off on that movie. I think that was great. So I'm expecting great things of the series itself, and I'm just waiting for a few more episodes to come out. Just binge it all together. I don't want to be cut off.
yeah. I want to watch it too. I actually did like the Batman, except for the ending.
Uh-huh.
The like they went. It was such a I don't want to call it personal, but maybe down to earth movie up until the end, where they had to create this big Hollywood
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
spectacle
Yeah.
for
We're gonna
no reason at all. Yeah, everything has to
split.
explode, everything falling apart. You got to
Yeah,
save the world, type of thing.
yeah.
Uh,
Until then, I think it was a great Batman movie. Actually, a lot of people didn't like it. I like it. A lot of people didn't like this guy as Bruce Wayne. I probably didn't like him as much, but I did like the fact that it's the first real detective Batman movie,
yeah,
because no
I
other
agree.
Batman movie treats the story as a detective story. They're usually they have like this little gram of detective, and the rest is all action and Batman, and more action
Yeah,
and more Batman and the bad guys and what have you. On this one, they did treat him as the detective, right? So that I did like, and again, the side characters, except for what's her name, Kravitz, the daughter of Lenny Kravitz. I didn't really
oh, yeah.
feel anything special with her being Catwoman. I felt like she was just there, but the rest of the cast around them, it was great. It was awesome. I think it was great.
Yeah,
I did feel
she
it.
was the weakest part of the movie for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a lot of people had issues with her looks. I don't mind it just because Catwoman is supposed to be a lady of the night anyways, and I
Mm-hmm.
think she kind of fits that bill, so I was okay. But it just her
Her character in
acting,
itself, her acting, it didn't quite hit it for me.
yeah, they didn't quite hit it.
There was a
But
little bit out of there. but the rest, even I forget his name too. Batman.
Oh
Twilight
yeah,
guy.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. I think he did a good young Batman, and of course the movie was supposed to be like 1 year after he became Batman, right? So
Yeah.
I think he did great for a young Batman. He could do a lot more, definitely, if he had the chance. Maybe we'll see eventually. Supposedly there's supposed to be a second
There's,
movie, but
there's supposed to be a sequel, yeah.
yeah, sequel, but we haven't seen anything of it. But yeah, I did like even the scroll suit. Everyone's like, that's not Batman. Boo hoo. But in reality, they're like you said, they were trying to do a very grounded movie, even more grounded that the Nolan movies, because they
The
were supposed to
Nolan
be,
movies,
very based on reality, but they were still not grounded, right? They still had a lot
Yeah.
of the Batman flair, even though they're trying to say, oh, this is possible, you can actually do this. Oh, this gadget, yeah, it should work, right? But in this one, it was like, hey, there's no way a wingspan of a cape will ever work to make you glide down. The best and most realistic option was a scroll suit, and hey, it does work.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah,
I
I
totally agree.
actually did like it, even though don't blame me, but yeah, even though a lot of people didn't like it, I did like it a lot, and now the Penguin really has me intrigued. That's one thing I want to binge.
I'm gonna watch it too, so we'll share notes.
Well,
All
we'll
right,
share
Mel.
notes. Okay, let's take it away.
I already said goodbye. It's your turn.
So yeah, everyone who's listening or not, looking at us or not, thank you for joining in. This has been another episode of Power Up Show, and we will be returning next Tuesday. In the meantime, as always, keep on gaming, and we'll see you soon. Rich, thank you for joining in, as always. It's been a pleasure talking and scrambling with you. We're sad about Messenger, but better times will come along. Better times.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Mel. Have a good night. Talk to you later.
Have a good night. Take care. Everyone, take care too. Peace.